Hey YouTube, this is David Richter Scale Studios. I'm trying to finish up a project before I start a new one. Obviously, I've finished the dreadnoughts. Have you seen that in my last video? These I've been working on for days and putting on and off for months, obviously. But I just finished the finishing touches on the paint and highlighting the metal and washes and I toned down the teeth a little bit. I thought they were a little too white, so I went and just did a really diluted wash of Army Painter strong tone, kind of like a devil in mud. And just their teeth are still very white, but just toned them down a slight bit. So you can see there's 20 Ard shooter boys from the Blood Axe clan. There is their two big shooter boys, and then there is a knob with a power claw and boss pull that I made. So that is it for just this little start here. I'm gonna attempt to do a little bit of more basing. I'm going to get some of this, or I have this. This is Woodland Scenics field grass. I'm going to make some little clumps out of it, and just not do all of them, just here and there, just do a couple little clumps, especially on the knob and the two shooter boys. And I'll come back and show that after I get those finished, and then I will put some photographs up for these guys. These are done and ready to play with. As usual, thank you for joining me, and we'll see you in the next one, the next part of this video. Hey, we're back real quick. I just wanted to show you, you can see here I got some of that grass. It's called Woodland Scenics Harvest Gold, and it's a modeling grass. So I cut it in small sections. Just want to give you a couple examples of it. This is the knob. So I got like one little long strand of bushes, then on the back of the base. This is real sparse. It's like in a desert thing with these dry weeds. And here's the shooter boy. Did some other little clumps. We got one coming up between the legs right there. And I'm just going to do one on one of these little regular shooter boys right now. So this is regular base. See, we got everything in camera and sight here. Right here I have this is a little cup from a Mexican restaurant. Just tip it over. I'll throw a little fresh super glue on there, like that. And in this cup, I have a little bit of accelerator. So what we're going to do is just make like a little bundle. You can see I started cutting this already. And we're going to make a little bundle and kind of cut it. Now I can see my hands. Let's see if we can bring it down. Oops, sorry about that. You can see what you're doing here. Yeah, you can see that. What I'm going to do is try to cut it even little mark on the, cut them evenly on the bottom, as even as possible. Use a nice sharp modeling knife. I'm going to grab these. I have some little cheap tweezers here. Just try to get a little bundle going. Dip it in your glue. Let's see if I can move that over here. Dip it in my little glue right there. And just get this in. I have barely any of that accelerator because you don't need a lot of it. Just want to tap it in there. Got a nice little solid thing. And it's going to go, probably, the adhesive is going to go up a little too far on it. But that's okay because we have this long piece and it's going to be way too long for the model the way it is anyways. So you see, it's probably glue from there to there. So I just want to cut it right about there. Pull it off. And now we have this little spot that's still tied together. We don't see a lot of it. And we'll see, we're going to make to fit that model over here. Let's bring him in. We'll put two pieces on him and show just do it real quick. Let's make it a little short little stack right there. So we cut it right there. Run your knife. We're going to grab the glue again. We'll grab our little bundle. See how tight it's all compact and put together. It's got a little bit of edge in there. Just dip that edge in the glue. Find some place where you're not going to see it that well. Let's see. Yeah, you can see it good there on the camera. like there's a little bit of clump of rocks right there. Set it right there. Ta-da, done. Let's do one more real quick. So we have this end of, we just cut this little bundle off again. Well, we can just take that same bundle, dip it in the glue, grab our accelerator. Got that, so it's nice and hard and solid. You can probably tap it a little bit, make sure it's not tacky. I don't want to ruin my cutting mat with a bunch of glue on it. It doesn't ruin it, but it just makes it awful. I hate having a dirty cutting mat. I have so many of those upstairs. Find where it's nice and feel it. You can feel like kind of tap on it. You can see it's like almost plastic all the way to about there. So cut it right there. Oops. Oh, we just made a little mistake, but this won't be bad. We can make two little separate clumps now. There's one little clump. And there's another clump. So we can just take this same guy, grab that one little clump right here, pick up that one piece off, there we go, dip it in the glue. You can't see that, can you? There's the glue. And take him, find a little rocky area. Oops. I have a little difficulty with this one. Get some more glue on there. Okay, that one's just bullet. Just drop the whole thing in glue. Let's get rid of that. Clean the blades off. And where's our other little clump at? See, little mistakes like will happen, but no big deal. I only wanted two clumps on this guy anyways. So, glue clump. Find a little area where there's a rock outcropping to go right behind it to hide the stock. And for some reason, I think I might have glue on these. Just be patient. That's another thing about modeling, patience. There we go. And once it kind of gets its... There. So just two little weeds, kind of just adds a little more interest to the base. These are, like I said, these are playable orcs. I'm done. So I think I'm almost done with these. And we'll be back. I'll put these on a display base, a little background, make them kind of a good setting and show them all off to you. As usual, thank you for joining me, and hope you got something out of that, and we'll see you in the next section of this. Hey YouTube, this is the end of part 9 and a series of my Blood Axe Shooter boys, Shooter Ard boys that is, and I just want to show them. I put them on that terrain piece. Can't all these guys were not like simulate that it's like a real world or anything like that, so I couldn't get in close enough. But you can get like in sections of it. Let's see. There we go. So we got 20 regular Ard shooter boys. We got the 2 big shooter boys and the knob with power claw and that custom giant twin link big shooter, which is probably not play legal but looks cool. And I will come back with some photographs, and I want to thank everyone for joining me on this. It was a long process on this one. I was actually started, I think in the summer I started on this one. I kind of just kept putting it to the side and doing other stuff and just finishing them off, and they're ready for play. So we'll be back with some photos, and we'll see you on the next part. I'm not even sure when I'm starting yet. I'm going to be doing a seminar with Caleb Wisselbeck. He's a Golden Demon winner, I believe, out of Reno, and he'll be at Great Escape Games today doing a display style painting seminar and competitive painting seminar for miniatures today. So I'm looking forward to that, and probably do a video of what I've learned on there and show you when I started. Thanks for joining me. See you after stay tuned for the photos.